Hello, beloveds, and welcome to Unearthing Crownz. I wanted to do a reading for you guys, but I was not sure what exactly to do a reading on. So I pulled a few cards to help give me an idea. And the cards that came out for you were the Six of Baskets, the Skull of Jack card in reverse, Two of Baskets, and the Garden card. And what that tells me is that what the people want to hear about right now, or what the people need to hear about, is their love life. I did not plan on doing love readings on this channel at all, but I'm going with it. So with the Six of Basket card, I'm seeing that a lot of you are really on the verge of getting these beautiful offers for just real genuine connections into your life. But before you start those unions, Gullah Jack is really popping out to be a reminder that maybe you need to review some of your past relationship energy so that you're not dragging some of that baggage into your new relationships. Because I see with the Two of Baskets that a lot of these new relationships coming in for you guys, for the collective, they're going to be divinely blessed unions, where you'll be equally yoked with your partner, really good solid connections, where with the garden you'll be able to build a beautiful foundation for yourself, and perhaps even a beautiful family, leave a beautiful legacy. So I see that here for a lot of you guys. Do remember that this is a collective reading. These pick a card readings, it's for the collective. So some things may resonate, some things may not. If it doesn't sound right at all, perhaps you chose the wrong pile, but really do use your own intuition here. So I'm going to give you three cards from the spread to choose from. Pile one is going to be the Six of Baskets. Pile two is going to be the Two of Baskets. And pile three is going to be the Garden. So just take a moment and take a look at the images in these cards, and see which ones you connect with, and go ahead and, head on to your reading. I'll see you there. Hey, Pile One, welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at these cards and see what blessings you have coming into your love life that you need to make room for. Now, we're going to start off by looking at some of your past relationship energy. See some of those frogs you may have had to kiss before you found your king, your queen, whatever you're looking for. Okay? Now, starting off with this Mother of Baskets card, I see that you have a beautiful, warm, loving energy about you, that you are very giving and nurturing and caring, and you are a deeply empathetic person. But with this Ten of Knives card coming out right next to it, I see that that same love that you give has not always been given back to you in return. This may be like a theme with a string of relationships that you've experienced, or maybe just one that stands out in particular. But with this Ten of Knives card, I see that you have been connected to someone who has caused a lot of mental distress. They've played a lot of mind games, left you confused, lots of manipulation, a very manipulative person. Now, with this pie card coming out next to it, I see this is also someone who may have had some secret motives, may have had a lot of secrets in general, may have held their emotions back from you. In fact, at times, I see that, with the pie card especially coming out next to the Ten of Knives, I see that this is someone who may have even had some narcissistic traits, that the relationship may have felt a little bit cold. They were selfish with you. Especially, given that you've got this empathetic energy that we see here with your Mother of Baskets cards, because we know that a lot of people with narcissistic personality traits are often attracted to deeply empathetic people, because, they tend to be users, So you've experienced someone who just wanted to use you up and play tricks with your mind. They weren't giving to you, while all the while you had been giving. Now, with the Eight of Sticks card, I see that over time you built up your resistance to their tricks and their manipulation. And in fact, you built a wall, you built a barrier, and you had to do so for your own survival. You had to do so. And this person was going to drive you out of your mind if you didn't build up that wall. And in fact, with this Eight of Sticks card, this barricade that we see this lady has built with these sticks is to keep all the people who are, trying to come at her, is to keep them away. But even more, she's peeling bark from a tree that's been struck by lightning. In the law of traditions, trees that have been struck by lightning, they have, the bark has power, right? So she's trying to harness this power so she can use it in protecting herself to fight anybody who's trying to come at her that gets past that barrier of sticks. She is prepared to defend herself. So in order to, defend your own sanity, in order to protect your own energy, in order to protect your heart, you had to build a barrier up after experiencing this deeply manipulative person. Now, with the big queen card coming out right in the center of the reading, right at the top, I see that there is a feminine ancestral energy around you that has been holding you dear. And they've been watching all this shit that's been going down. And I'm also getting a sense that this is, someone who may have been through similar things in relationships themselves. So, if you have an ancestor or, it may be a theme in your family, where the relationships just weren't quite balanced, And I'm not picking on you. We all have some of this, but like the relationships just weren't quite balanced. Lots of broken relationships, or maybe even, partnerships where they stayed together, but there really didn't seem to be much love there, much respect there. Maybe, grandpop was always stepping out on grandma or whatever the situation. But lots of unbalanced relationships, no reciprocity. So this feminine energy that's coming out in your ancestral line, I get the sense that this is someone who had been through similar things with partners. And you could be a man or a woman, but this ancestor, this is a woman. This may even be a few women. But they've been there, done that. I'm getting the energy like been there, done that. It's a new day. It's time to move on from this. And they want you out of this situation. And if you're already out of this situation, they want you to experience a beautiful, loving connection that's harmonious with reciprocity. And they want to help guide you towards that. We see that here with the Son of Coins. The Son of Coins is also, it's about like making solid plans to reach a goal, right? So, they want to guide you towards making a plan to get up out of this negative situation, to move towards that beautiful, loving offer that you have coming your way. And speaking of that loving offer that you have coming your way, the Six of Baskets, the card that you chose, this indicates someone who is coming to you and offering you something beautiful. This is someone who wants to give to you to make you smile. They may even buy you little gifts to make you smile. We see here with the Nine of Coins that this is someone who is well, let's just say they can take care of themselves. You don't have to support their lifestyle. That may have been, something that was a theme in their past relationship, especially with this manipulative Ten of Knives energy. This person wants to use you. You don't have to support this new person's lifestyle at all. They are perfectly capable. And not even just that, but they are wanting to give to you. They want to spoil you. And not just because they're not trying to buy you or anything. They just want to see you smile. They want to see you comfortable too. They want, like this cat up here in this Nine of Coins card. This cat is laid out, looking like it's living a life. They want to see you comfortable, and they want to see you happy, and they want to give to you all that loving energy that you poured into this person that didn't deserve it. They want to pour that into you. This is someone who is, probably gonna buy you little things from time to time just to show you how much they really care. Someone who's gonna come home with flowers for you. Someone who's gonna, surprise you at work with, lunch. Like someone who's gonna do little stuff to show you that you are always on their mind. They are very much emotionally available for you, and they are in tune with their own emotions. They're not emotionally cold or distant like this other person that you've experienced. Now, with this Daughter of Coins card coming out in reverse right under the Six of Baskets, I see, especially with the Daughter of Coins being next to this Eight of Six, I see that you may have a tendency to be hypercritical and to maybe not trust so easily anymore, especially with all that you've experienced in this past relationship. You know, there's this energy I see with these cards of like always waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know, always waiting for something to go wrong. But that's not fair to this new person that you've got coming in. You're going to have to let down some of those barriers because they're not needed with this person anymore. And you're going to see that because their words are going to match their actions toward you. They're going to be consistent, okay? And I see with this free man card, this is a totally new person than you're used to being with. The slate is clean for this relationship, honey. This is a totally new person. And you're going to have to let down some of those barriers eventually. Over time, be gentle with yourself. I'm not saying you have to do anything right away. Be gentle with yourself. Use your intuition. Trust yourself. But over time, you're going to have to let down some of these barriers. Because keeping them up isn't fair to this new person that's coming in. Be as emotionally open with them as they are with you. Be as trusting with them as they will be with you. So you've got a little work to do, perhaps. Now, I did pull a couple oracle cards for some guidance for you. And the first card that came out was Inkosana, I think is how you say it. But it's for celestial alignment. And this card here is letting me know that this new love that you have coming into you, it is God sent, okay? It is in the stars for you. It is written for you. You will find a pure love because you deserve it. And that's what God wants for you. And that's what this loving ancestor that has come through, that's what she wants to help guide you towards as well. Now, with this grounding card here, I see this as some advice, perhaps, for when you're feeling anxious, you know, with this Daughter of Coins, Eight of Sticks energy that sort of has you always waiting for the shoe to drop, you know, waiting for things to go wrong, waiting for this new guy to mess up. When you're feeling anxious, you need to work on grounding yourself. Work on grounding your energy, bringing yourself back to the present. Take a few deep breaths and think about the things that you have with this person. Maybe do some journaling to help release some of those emotions so you can let your barriers down, let your guard down with this person. Because this love that you have coming to you, it is true and it is pure. Well, that's all that I have for you today, Pile 1. Thank you for listening to this reading. If you would like to, hear more, please like, share, subscribe. If this reading resonated with you, I ask that you please drop me a yellow heart in the comment box. And have a blessed day. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's get a look at these cards so we can see what new blessings are coming into your love life that you need to make room for. So before we get started, I'm going to talk a little bit about your past relationship energy before we start talking about like this new love that's coming in for you. Now I'm going to start off by talking about this Mother of Sticks energy that we see here, because I'm getting a sense that this is your energy, this very fiery, Queen of Wands, Mother of Fire type energy. This is you, okay? And the Mother of Sticks, she is very confident. She's ambitious. She, really goes after what she wants. I'm getting the energy of like, I see it, I want it, I get it. And that's not even just when it comes to like how you pursue, connections in your love life. But with this Three of Coins coming out, like this is also about you knowing how to get a bag, okay? You not necessarily needing to be financially dependent on a partner. You are just going after what it is that you want. Now, with the Big House coming out in reverse, I see that what you think you want sometimes it's not always like what you really want. And the reason I say this is because with the Big House card, we see that there is a rose-colored lens in this card, and that is an indicator that there is something in your life that will look good on the outside, but is not always exactly as it appears. And I see that that may have been the energy of a lot of your past relationships, connections that you maybe have rushed into, because you thought that that person had everything that you wanted. They checked all your boxes in a more superficial way. So you were maybe willfully blind, with this Two of Knives card coming out right next to the Ace of Knives in reverse. You're willfully blind to a lot of the red flags. You didn't really want to see them. With the Son of Baskets here, that is also an indicator that you may have had a tendency towards idealism, when it came to chasing the dream of this person. And really, where the relationships tend to break down is that once you get this person who checks all of your boxes on that more superficial level, after a while, after some of that, passion dies off, you realize that with this Father of Knives energy coming out in reverse, that this is not someone that you are of like mind with. You're not on the same page, on the same accord. You don't have you may have some of the same goals, but they're not for all of the same reasons. This is someone that you may have had different values from, someone who is highly, or very, very opinionated. And their opinions often differed from your own, so much so that after a while, like, you began wondering, like, why the hell am I even here? Why am I even in this, connection with this person? We clearly don't want the same things. And this is someone that, like I said, they look like everything you wanted on the outside at first. Maybe they had a nice body, a cute face, a good title behind their name, a nice salary. All of those boxes were checked off for you, but like I said, like, the values just weren't the same. And over time, you actually opened your eyes to that. All of those fine details, with the Daughter of Coins, that you may not have necessarily been, tuned into while you were ignoring these red flags. You begin tuning into them as some of, the passion in the relationship, as some of your desire for this person begins to wear off. You start paying attention to them as you see that your values are not the same. And over time, you see all of these things that, you may end up resenting this person, over time as well, is what I see. And with this Two of Sticks energy coming out right next to the Father of Knives, I see that this is someone who was also not very committed to the relationship, because, like I said, you guys had different plans for the relationship. So they weren't fully committed. You were more committed to your dream of this person, and they were probably more committed to what they thought the dream of you was as well. This is someone who also potentially had a wandering eye, someone, who often could not be depended on, whose plans, you made plans with, and plans will fall through and things like that. So this was not a very stable connection for you, even though on the outside it probably looked like you guys had the perfect relationship. And even to yourself, for a little bit, it probably looked like you guys had the perfect relationship, because you could see all the potential in this person, and you could see all the potential for, everything that you thought you could be together, is what I'm seeing. But, everything is a lesson, right? And with time, you learn to open your eyes a little bit more, and slow down, and really, smell the roses when it comes to this person and these types of connections. Another thing I want to note about, like, the Mother of Sticks energy that I think is pretty interesting. In this card, we see that the Mother of Sticks, she's actually smoking a cigarette, right? And the cigarette is being lit by a kite. And a kite is a type of bird that, is known for just kind of really flying high and being able to fly great distances. But they do everything that they need to do in flight. I'm not saying they never land, but, they're able to eat in flight, bathe in flight, all that stuff. They just keep doing all of those necessary things as they are charging towards whatever their, end goal is. And this is kind of what I get from your energy. So, like, really what I'm saying is you have a potential for tunnel vision, and as you mature and as you experience these relationships, that you have viewed in the past through rose-colored glasses, you're going to really start understanding the need to open your eyes more and slow down a little bit more and pay attention to those red flags, and not just charge, for what you want, but to make sure that that's really what you want. You know what I mean? Now, with this bishop card in reverse, again, I'm seeing that, like these past energies, they weren't too committed, like I said, because you guys weren't on the same accord. But I do see that the love that's coming into your life, with this Two of Baskets energy right over it, is going to be very committed to you. This is someone who you're going to be of like mind with. This is someone who is your perfect divine counterpart. This is someone who is also going to be equally as passionate as you are with this Ace of Sticks card. They are going to match your passion. They're going to match your ambition. And they are not going to be intimidated by you, because you may have intimidated partners with the past, especially partners with this Father of Knives energy in reverse. They may have found your confidence or your passion or your ambition very intimidating. But this new person, they're not going to find you intimidating at all. In fact, they're going to match your energy. You've got the potential to be somewhat of a power couple with this person I'm seeing, especially with this Queen Nefertiti card for alchemy coming out for you. And what I mean by that is, like, Queen Nefertiti, she was married to Amenhotep the Fourth, I believe. And he was a pharaoh in ancient Egypt. And together, like, they made huge sweeping changes, in the dynasty or whatever. Like, they made huge sweeping changes together. And she was lifted into a place of power through her marriage with him. So I do see that this new partner that's coming in for you, like, you've definitely got the potential to be a power couple. You guys together with your passion and ambition and commitment to each other, you can really make things shake. So this is the type of connection that is meant for you with your energy. And also, another thing I want to know with all of this fiery energy coming out in your reading, I do see that this is going to be a very passionate, sexy relationship. Like, this is someone who will not be able to keep their hands off of you. The scent of you is going to just be intoxicating to them. I'm seeing that, like, when you're away, they might sleep on your side of the bed so that they can smell your scent on the pillows. And, like, you drive them crazy in every way. They cannot hear a love song without thinking about your name. And your name sounds like poetry to them. Like, they want to touch your body all the time. Like, that's what I'm getting from all of this fiery energy. But nevertheless, this is not just someone who's going to be lustful after you. This is someone who's also going to be deeply committed to you. And what I'm seeing here is a long-lasting, loving, committed relationship where the flame is not going to burn out. Okay? It is not going to burn out at all, especially with this Oshun card coming up. Oshun, she is a West African Orisha. Some may refer to her as a goddess, but I think it's more appropriate to just say Orisha. She's the Orisha of, like, love and sweet water. And one of the things that they say in the guidebook about this card is, or what is it? There's an affirmation in the guidebook about this card. It says, I deserve to be loved in my own language. And this new love that's coming in for you, this is someone who's going to love you in your own language. And you don't even have to teach them the language. They know it innately because it's the same language that they have, So you're not going to have to explain how to love you or tell them how to love you. They're going to know how to love you, and they're going to fully accept you for who you are. And I think that's all I'm getting here in your reading. But if you enjoyed this reading and you'd like to get more, please like, share, and subscribe. I plan on doing more readings on this channel. If this reading resonated with you, please drop me a blue heart in the comment line. And as always, be blessed. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at your cards and see what blessings are coming into your love life that you need to make room for. Now, I'm going to start off by taking a look at your past relationship energy, and then we're going to move into the new beautiful things that you have coming to you. So first off, I'd like to take a look at this Miss Robinson card. And this Miss Robinson card, if you notice her, she is smiling while standing in front of a funeral home, which is a very weird thing to be doing, right? But take a look at the program in her hand. If you read it, it says, R.I.P. to the one who got the wrong one. And what I'm getting from this is that you have ended up in situations with a lot of people that were just the wrong one for you. This particular card, this Miss Robinson card, it actually is very similar to the Devil card in the Rider Waite version of the tarot, if you're more familiar with that. And what that card is really about, in essence, is, or what I'm seeing here is really about like addictions and temptation and just really sort of giving into things that may feel good in the moment, but that end up ultimately just bad for you all the way around. And I'm seeing here with the Two of Knives card coming out right next to it. And this is a very interesting Two of Knives, by the way, because it depicts a woman here who has, well, it sounds kind of gruesome, but she's had her spiritual eyes, so to speak, taken out. And she's just got her eyes closed and she's trying to make a logical decision based on her mind. But she's got her spiritual eyes removed. So what this tells me is she is not following her intuition at all. In these situations, and you could be a man or a woman, but you're not really following your intuition. You've got your gut instinct telling you that this is not a good connection for you, but you kind of keep going back. And the reason I'm seeing for this is that, maybe earlier on in your life, especially, you may have been attracted to sort of the bad boy or the bad girl type because it was exciting, kind of sexy, kind of hot. This is that energy. I don't know if you remember like a lot of those songs from like the early 2000s, where, they were always talking about, oh, she wants a hood guy. She wants a thug. She wants a D-boy, all that. This is that kind of energy, You had somebody who maybe lived a fast life, who was exciting, maybe always had some money in his pocket, probably from doing illicit things, someone who was really a lot of trouble, and often, may have even pulled you into this trouble. Someone who, like I said, it's good for the moment, but pretty soon you realize that, it's not really worth it in the long run. It's not good for you long term, and a lot more hurt ends up coming, from unions like this often, than the pleasure that you receive in the short term. And what I see here is with this Two of Knives card actually coming out right underneath this grandchildren card in reverse is I see that eventually with time and maturity, you start to realize that this is actually not a good thing for you. And this type of person is not the person that you want to build a legacy with, a family with. This is not the type of person that is going to be, good for you in the long run. Not just for you personally, but you start thinking about, your family and beyond yourself, and knowing that you don't really want to, build with this person. This isn't someone that fits into the type of lifestyle that you want to live or that has the traits that you'd like to pass on to your future children. So with the Six of Knives energy, I see coming out also right next to the Two of Knives. I see that, with this realization, you get yourself together and decide that it is time to move on, to escape from this situation because it's no good for you. And I see that this is, something that you're going to come to on your own. Eventually, you're going to burn out on, sort of living a fast life with this person, even though it's kind of exciting. And that just kind of comes with maturity. I'm not, downing you or beating up on you in any way for these choices. I've been there, okay? I have definitely been there, went after the bad boy, and it's fun for a little while, but it's not fun for a very long time. And you come to see that. So with the Six of Knives, you get yourself out of this situation. Now, after you're done with the situation and you've raised your standards, what I see coming for you is I see a beautiful union coming for you. And with the garden card, which is actually the card that you chose, in the pile selection, with the garden card, I see that this is a very mature and stable union. This is a very mature love, a mature relationship. Someone who you can really build a foundation with. Like literally, this woman is watering a garden with a white picket fence and a beautiful home, right behind her. This Father of Coins energy also that's coming out tells me that this new partner that's coming in for you, this is someone who is very financially stable. Even though, the bad boy may have had, money in his pockets, it came and went quickly. He was not responsible with it. And again, this could be a man or a woman, but this is someone who was not responsible with it. Someone who probably spent a lot of money and time chasing clout, doing it for the gram or whatever. Someone who really was not stable when it came to how they handled their finances or even how they acquired them. The energy with this Father of Coins, though, that's coming into your life is very different. This is someone who knows how to not just make their money, but to hold on to it and make it last, and not just make it last, but also make it grow. This is someone who is a good investor, who's going to invest in the life that you guys are going to live together with this beautiful garden energy that you have coming up in your reading. Someone who's going to be very stable and consistent for you. Now, with the Father of Sticks also coming out above the Father of Coins card, I see that this is also somebody with a lot of passion and ambition. So, maybe some of that excitement that you were craving with this bad boy, you'll also, feel that too with this Father of Sticks energy, from this new person coming in, because this is someone who's exciting in his own way, someone who is passionate about life, but at the same time still very stable. Still very stable. This is someone who has the ability to lead and to be a leader as well. Um, this is someone who I'm sensing also could be very passionate, with this Father of Sticks energy, very passionate, not just about life, but also about you, about your love, and about your connection. Really, you guys will probably have a pretty passionate love life as well with this Father of Sticks energy coming out. Now, with the Ten of Coins card coming, I see that this is someone that you can build, generational wealth with as well, especially with this Father of Coins energy. Someone who is a little traditional, actually. Someone with good values, someone you really want to build a family, or may want to build a family with. This is good energy for that. Now, with this Three of Baskets card coming out, I see that this new union is one that will be celebrated. It will be celebrated, by your friends and your family. With this Miss Robinson card from your past relationship, this was probably somebody your people didn't even really like that much. But this new relationship that's coming into your life, it will be celebrated. You will be celebrating with the people in your life, and they'll be very happy for you. And with the Seven of Baskets coming out as well, I see that this is a relationship that is going to be soothing to you. You're going to be relaxed. You're going to be able to really kind of calm down and take a pause. You're going to be able to just enjoy life, enjoy being in that energy. It's not going to come with, the kind of trouble or the, turmoil of, this bad boy, bad girl archetype that you're used to chasing. This is going to be a soothing, relaxing, relationship for you, because that's the kind of energy, the kind of stable energy that your new partner is going to have. Now, with this paw card coming out, I feel like, and this is a card that often deals with like mystery or secrecy, things like that. I don't feel that your new partner is going to have a lot of, secrets or anything like that. But what I am getting from that is that you feel like this, or you may feel like this sort of person that's coming into your life. You're almost going to feel like it's too good to be true. You're going to feel like, these are the things that only exist in fairy tales. You didn't think that, someone who, had all of this passion and excitement, but still had that stability and still, able to make you feel relaxed and comfortable. You didn't think someone like that existed, but they do. They do for you. And with the Son of Baskets energy, I feel like it's going to seem like a dream, you know? This person who's coming into your life, it's going to seem like a absolute dream come true. Now, with the Sacred Lust card, this is actually pretty interesting, this oracle card that came out for you. Because if you look at the figure right in the middle, she's a woman, and she's actually a depiction of an ancient Egyptian goddess who was said to be like the mistress of the gods. And had two lovers. Both of her lovers were, I believe they were like actually brothers or something. But she had two lovers. One was a god of war, the other a god of fertility. So one bringing, death and destruction, the other bringing new life. I see that, your past, in the past, you may have lusted for, a more God of War type energy. Not necessarily because you wanted someone who was going to be rough with you, but you just maybe liked them kind of rough around the edges a little bit. But you're gravitating a little bit more towards someone who is about, just really sort of loving and enjoying and bringing in and nurturing, the people that they're with, the people that they care about, the people around them. You're moving into a relationship with someone with a much more nurturing energy with this fertility god that she's actually even looking at the one who represents the god of fertility here. So I see that for you as well. And with the shine card that's coming out, this is a reminder to really let your inner self let it shine. You may have found yourself in situations where you were being pulled into some of the bad habits of some of these past lovers before, but just let your inner self shine because you were not that person. I'm getting you are not that person. You're really someone who is quite sweet, quite sweet, and let that shine. And the more you let that shine, the more you're going to attract someone who is actually on the same page as you are. So let that shine, and you'll be like a magnet for that type of energy. Is what I'm getting here. Let the inner you shine, and don't be afraid to be open about your story with this person because this is going to be someone who is was very empathetic. What I see with the water energy showing up in your reading as well. They're not going to judge you. They're going to be very empathetic and they'll accept you for exactly who you are. Let yourself shine, and it'll only deepen the connection that you have with one another. So that's all that I'm seeing in your reading here. If this reading resonated with you, please drop me a red heart in the comment box below. If you'd like to get more readings, please like, share, and subscribe.